Let's go! Come on.
We're hunting Sasquatches. I'm gonna see if they're actually eating babies or not. And honestly, I can't tell if it's the truth or if it's just a zombie apocalypse. But we were told by the guy at Tanner's Reach that there are Sasquatches to be hunted, and I'm gonna do it. There it is.
Come on.
You're eating babies. Sasquatch teeth.
Faster.
Over there.
Yeah. Whoa.
Now all the theories are true. Sasquatches do exist. We're gonna kill them. You wanna go on the road? Why is it turning so much? The horse keeps turning. I don't know what its issue is. There he is. You had Sasquatches in San Andreas. Well, they claim to be, but Red Dead Undead Nightmare actually has them.
That's all you've got for me?
That's what you get for killing babies. As far as we know.
Hello there. Would you like to join me in my dance?
No, hunting Sasquatches, because I was told by a farmer at Tanner's Ranch that they was eating babies, and we're about to figure this out. Should I kill them right away during the apocalypse? I don't know.
Slow it up now.
Oh, there he is. It's like the picture. Bats flying everywhere. There he is. Oh! Damn, that was cool. Been hunting them like a successful hunter. And why they've been eating so many babies.
Shoot me, human! Shoot me!
Oh, I will, you foul creature of the night.
You'd be granting me peace.
Why's that? Keep you from eating more babies?
What in the name of all that's right are you talking about, human?
You eat babies. You have to survive. Everyone knows that. Ain't your fault.
We eat berries and mushrooms, you fool! But we did. Now none of us are left. Some maniac's been murdering us. the last of my kind. We've lived in these hills 1,000 years.
You eat babies.
If you say so, human. My family is gone. My kind is gone. Shoot me. I can't take it anymore. Make it stop.
So because of my action in the game, I wanted to go through some philosophers. The first is starting off is John Stuart Mill, and let's see what he feels about the choice I made in the game. So his most famous for utilitarianism, individual liberty. Um, he's all about just having the greatest good for the greatest number of people, and it's wrong if it produces a reverse. In that situation, the greatest good for the greatest, what could have been the number of people due to the apocalypse, probably would have been to desperately take out what they perceived as a threat. Because if the zombies weren't threatening enough, then obviously a non-human eating babies would have made more sense. But at the same time, I don't believe that he would have been completely okay with it, because utilitarianism could also mean things that are sentient and rational, yet John killing them probably doesn't necessarily help with that situation. But yeah, his theory of life is pleasure and freedom from pain are the only things desirable as ends. Next on the list would be Thomas Hobbes, English philosopher, scientist, historian. And what he would probably think about this situation, well, on account of the constant fear produced in the state of nature, Hobbes believes it is reasonable to distrust others and use preemptive strikes against one's enemies. He says humans are naturally vainglorious and we seek to dominate others and demand their respect by any means possible. It seems to make sense for the apocalypse, and since it was the apocalypse in that game, he argues that human beings are not naturally social or political. The state of nature is a state of war. So he wants to create a society with absolute government to ensure public safety and order, because the state of nature, once again, is characterized by war and misery. He would like to provide people with a way to escape this terrifying existence and achieve lasting peace and security through a social contract with a ruler. So without any of that, obviously you see what happens to even innocent beings. That's probably how he feels about it. And then next on the list is one of the most pro-animal activists probably now, the Australian Peter Singer. He is a philosopher for ecology, I believe. And his quote would be, "There's no reason to say humans have more worth or more status than animals." Which goes to say he obviously believes that humans shouldn't be so harsh to animals, or that they can't feel pain. One thing that caught my eye was, if there are animals that have higher cognitive capacities than some humans, there's no reason to say that the humans have more worth or moral status simply because they're human. He also said many things we do to animals cause so much pain and yet are so inessential to us that we ought to refrain. So I'm going to take it that he would not have killed him. He would have probably chosen to let him go. And the last philosopher I wanted to look at was Niccolo Machiavelli. Yep, the Italian stallion. His realism was how he was. The world as it is, rather than ideal or moralistic stuff. He believes acquiring and maintaining power is a human nature and adaptation, that a ruler needs skill and cunning. Unethical actions is for the state's stability and security, and during an apocalypse, and if babies are getting eaten, well, he probably would have chose the latter. So rulers may need to employ morally dubious tactics such as deception, cruelty, or the elimination of rivals to achieve political objectives and maintain control. He agreed that rulers should focus on keeping power, even if it meant being ruthless. It's kind of just how he was. Humans doing anything they can to get what they want. I believe that means he probably wouldn't have cared too much about something that wasn't human. But that's his words, and that's probably how he'd react. And I think a religious standpoint in here, even if it was the apocalypse, this would probably make the most sense. Genesis 1, verse 28. And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful, and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. That obviously includes a Sasquatch. Another verse that reminds me of what God even himself would command, and I'm sure back in the 1800s they definitely followed this. Moses 4:27, that God made coats of skins for Adam and Eve. The phrase coat of skins could also have been rendered garments or tunics. And that verse particularly says, Unto Adam and also unto his wife did I, the Lord God, make coats of skins and clothed them. So it seems to be just a basic human fundamental survival instinct to do to any animal in order for survival.
I don't know what the hell's gotten into you sick, crazy, what I've done to you, but I'm going to get help. Stay calm. As calm as you can, seeing as both of you seem to have gotten a little excited. Probably just a fever. Jack, be kind to your mother. Abigail, teach the boy right from wrong.
Now he's in peace. So sometimes I think because of the zombie apocalypse that they can't just go and eat berries. I think that the zombies scared them a lot. And maybe they started to starve, and perhaps they went to other methods. Then again, you have maybe it was the zombies eating the babies, you know? And why during the apocalypse do Sasquatches have to show up, you know? Why not in the original game? Then again, sometimes I think that this apocalypse, or whatever's happening, might not even be real. Maybe this is where John went when he died. I don't really know.